Hello again, you are completing the second video and the second worksheet for your Block 3 retake. After you finish this component, you will be able to then retake your test. So let's go ahead and get started. We have a film producer filmed 2 documentaries and 3 commercials about the power of kids to change the world. Now we have 2 shaded boxes because that represents the documentaries, because we have the number 2. We have 3 commercials and 3 unshaded boxes because that represents the commercials. So something that might be helpful for you to do is to type a D in here and a D in this box and a C for commercials. Oops, C for commercials and C for commercials. That is what those boxes mean. So when we're talking about ratios, remember that magical word 2 represents our 2 dots for the ratio. In front of the word 2 here, we have the documentaries. How many documentaries do we have? 1, 2. So the number that we use in our ratio, the first number we use is the number 2. And then we use the colon. And then we need the number of commercials because commercials comes behind the word 2. How many boxes for commercials do we have? We have 3. Now we have to think now, is this a part to part or a part to whole? Part to part means 2 different things. Documentaries and commercials, those are 2 different things. So this is going to be a part to part ratio. A part to whole ratio we will talk about next. So the next ratio we have, once again, we have ratio of documentaries to total films. In front of the word 2, we have documentaries, and behind we have total films. How many documentaries do we have? We have 2 shaded boxes, so our first number is going to be 2. Then we have our colon, the number of total films. Now this is not just commercials, it's not just documentaries, it's all of them all together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my second number would be 5. This is an example of part to whole. I'm talking about just documentaries, that's the part, and then the whole thing that we're talking about are all of the videos together or all of the films together. If you have any questions on this problem, you can let me know. If you need more time to copy this down, go ahead and pause the video and restart it when you're ready. The second problem down here, group 2, is modeling and comparing ratios. So we're going to label the bar model, then use the bar model to express the quantities as part to part or part to whole ratios. Here we have a social media forum raises awareness about educating girls in developing countries. In the forum, there are 5 posts by teenagers for every 1 post by adults. Down here, I see 5 boxes. So these 5 boxes that is not what I wanted to have happen. Sorry about that. All 5 of these boxes here should be labeled with teenagers, because that's what we're talking about. 5 boxes, 5 posts by teenagers. This box back here, the single box, should be labeled adults because we have 1 post by adults. When we look at our problem down here, remember we always look for that magical word 2. So we have ratio of posts by teenagers first to posts by adults. The number of teenagers we have is 5. Because we have 5 boxes here and the number of adults is 1. So we have our ratio of 5 to 1. Is this a part to part or is this a part to whole? This is a part to part because we are not talking about the whole category or the whole group. We are talking about the part of the picture that deals with teenagers and the part of the picture that deals with adults. The second ratio is asking us to find the ratio of posts by adults to total posts. So in front of the word 2, we have adults. Behind the word 2, we have total posts. How many adults do we have in the picture? 1. How many total boxes do we have in the picture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our ratio is 1 to 6. This is another example of the part to whole ratio because we're talking about the part, which is the adults, compared to the whole picture, which is teenagers and adults together. If you need more time to copy this down, please pause the video. Your job now, group 2, is to complete the second page of this worksheet. If you have any questions about it, please remember to email me or to send me a message in Schoology, and I'm happy to talk you through it or to set up a Google Meet with you. Once you finish this, submit it, and your retake will unlock for you. Thank you.